Hey, if you're thinking about moving to Omaha and wondering how much house can I actually afford based on my lifestyle, well, you're not alone. Most people either wildly overestimate or think they'll be living in their cousin's basement forever. This video is going to help you run the real numbers and take the guesswork out of it. A lot of people assume that Omaha is super affordable, and it can be, but it really depends on your income, debt, and day-to-day expenses. So today I'm going to show you how to reverse engineer your budget using a free spreadsheet. Then in the second half of the video, I'll walk through two real-world examples, plug them into the calculator, and show you a couple of homes that could realistically fit those budgets. Before we get into it, let me just say, knowing your numbers before you move is a game changer. I like to talk to a lot of families who relocate thinking their dollar will stretch like it's made out of rubber, only to find out it snaps back real fast. And while Omaha is much cheaper than, say, California or Colorado, knowing how much home you can realistically afford helps you avoid the stress, disappointment, and the dreaded post-move budget spiral. To make this easier, I've got a free budgeting spreadsheet you can download. It's the same one I use with clients to figure out how much house they can actually afford based on income, lifestyle, and debts. The link's in the description. Alright, let's break down the basics. First, we need to establish a rule of thumb. Most lenders use the 28-36 rule. No more than 28% of your gross monthly income should go to your housing payment. That includes principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. No more than 36% should go towards debt, including credit cards, car payments, student loans, etc. That means if you're making $10,000 a month before taxes, your maximum mortgage budget is going to be about $2,800, but that's if you have little to no other debt. The lower your debts and lifestyle costs, the more home you can afford. All right, now I want to switch gears. I want to show you a couple examples so you can see how this spreadsheet really works. And then I'll show you some listings to match. So first off, we have a couple with young kids. So the main things here are they're making $12,500 a year. Child care is at $2,800. So they're both, I think, an infant and a toddler is what I'm figuring here. And then you can see the other amounts. So that's $6,020 in total expenses every month, which is 48% of their income. And then they're saving another $3,000 a month, which is 24% of their income. And then they have $900 in car loans and then a $100 minimum on their credit cards, which puts their debt to income ratio at 8%. So following the rule of 28%, in this instance, they are at $3,500 a month is what they can afford for a payment. And even at the rule of 36, they're at 35. If they had some student loans, say they had, 500 in student loans, that brings their 36 down to 3,000. We're assuming no student loans here, so let's hop over and see what they could afford at $3,500 a month. Okay, so popping over here to a budget calculator, affordability calculator. We put in that $3,500 budget, a mortgage term of 30 years at current rates and 10% down. That puts you at about $360,000 for affordability. So a couple homes that might fit your needs here. This is a older ranch in District 66. So you can kind of see what you'd be getting in an older part of town for your price range. And then alternatively in Bennington, you'd be in a newer ranch for about the same price. These are both 4 bedrooms and 2-car garages. All right, for my second scenario, I wanted to go into maybe a single professional coming into town. So here your income would be 5,800. That's I think 75,000 a year. Then obviously your expenses are down a little bit because you're a single person, but puts your budget right around that $1,600 to $1,700 mark. So we pop that over into our budget, and that puts us right around that 170 mark for homes. So looking at what we have available, this is a smaller home down just south of downtown, 2 bed, 2 bath with 1,058 square feet. I mean, nothing crazy, but a decent smaller home with a garage, or something in Benson. Looks like it's been updated. This is also a 2 bed, 1 bath. Quick side note, here are a few mistakes people tend to make. Mistake number 1, thinking that rent and mortgages are twins. They're not even cousins. Forgetting about monthly costs like taxes and HOA fees because surprise bills are never fun. Overestimating how much wiggle room you'll have post-move, especially if you think your Amazon Prime habit doesn't count. This is why plugging everything into the spreadsheet before you start house shopping is so helpful. Hey, if you want to try this for yourself, download the free budget calculator linked in the description. Just enter your income, expenses, and debts, and it'll show you how much home you can comfortably afford. And if you're not sure where to start your home search, take the free neighborhood quiz while you're at it. It'll help you match your lifestyle and school preferences with the right parts of town. Give this video a like if it was helpful, subscribe for more Omaha relocation content, and I'll see you in the next one.